Ira Epstein of the Linn Group joins us now with a rundown of the top trades of the year. Good morning to you, Ira.
Good morning.
Who made money in the market this year, Ira?
You know, this was the difficult year. If you're going to look back at the stock indices, for example, they're either side of unchanged. And I think that you're going to find that many of the big funds that trade the markets are close to unchanged, maybe even small losses. It was more of a contrarian's game. It was the type of year where you bought when nobody was buying, you sold when nobody was selling. And the moves were extremely fast, I think in part because of the electronic trading. I think that program trading is a bad thing for the markets, and I think that that ran the markets around in circles.
Did regulations make any difference with that high-frequency trading this year?
There aren't enough regulations. I think that that needs to be regulated even more. When these algorithms all kick in at the same time, they take the bid out of the market or the offer out of the market, and you just go in vacuums. You know, I've done this 40 some odd years, and I'm a proponent of electronic trading. I am not a proponent of this algorithmic trading where it's just a computer taking over and they jump in sequence, and it really, I don't think, benefits anyone but the traders of those programs.
What was the toughest event to trade this year?
Europe. Absolutely Europe. It's been a killer. It's what we came to be terming a headline market. And that hasn't gone away. You go to bed one way, you wake up the next, something else has happened. The European sovereign debt issue, the change of governments, the protests that we've seen, that's what's going to mark the year.
Is the market telling us something, or was there just a lot of reactionary trading going on?
I think the market's starting to tell you that there's a change going to happen. It wouldn't surprise me if the euro works its way lower next year at the expense of the dollar. In other words, the cycle's changing. Maybe even the euro going back to parity, which is something we haven't seen in many, many years. That would benefit them, and it's part of the cycle I'm seeing right now. So I do think something is afoot. We haven't had inflation in many years. I think now we're going to become the next story of an inflation story if governments start printing money, which I expect at the end of the first quarter.
Ira Epstein of the Linn Group, thank you for your help all year long, Ira.
Thank you.